Morning, I'm Brett Lewis from L4 Group, and today we're going to be talking about kerosene monitor heaters and the issues that homeowners face when they're trying to service or get parts for these types of heaters. And we're joined by Steve Ohl. Steve is a heating expert, and he's the president of R.F. and also the vice president of the Carbon County Builders Association. How's it going today, Steve?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's jump right into this. So to start off, can you explain what's going on with monitor heaters? What are the challenges that homeowners face when they're trying to get their heaters serviced or repaired?
Well, monitor heater was is a great brand, and actually I owned one for years. I lived in a mobile home when I first graduated college, and they were a great heater. Unfortunately, the company has gone out of business, and the parts are no longer manufactured. The heaters are no longer manufactured, and there's thousands of these that have been sold and installed in homes. And the issues that homeowners are now facing is, what did they do with a heater that was working fine? But they just can't rely on will it be there if a part breaks down? A $2 part is no longer manufactured. The whole heater is useless basically at that point.
Yeah, that's a challenge, and it's a rude awakening, I guess, if you're in the middle of the winter, your heater goes down and you find out that you just can't get the part to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, this has happened over the last few years, with other manufacturers as well. And, we face the same situation for our customers, and, we do have solutions that, would definitely be able to help them out.
Okay, great. So let's talk about that. What are the options, to deal with this situation? I guess first, let's talk about kerosene, because a monitor heater is powered by kerosene. So if somebody wants to stick with that, what are the options there?
You could have a Toyo stove installed. It's a similar manufacturer to monitor, and they work very well and very dependable. They've been around for years. That's an option. We can install a Toyo stove for anyone, and pretty much the same venting configuration. Everything is pretty similar. It's a pretty quick installation. Wouldn't take more than a day.
That's almost like a kind of like an in-kind replacement.
Yeah, it'd be pretty much almost a direct replacement.
Cool. So now, what happens if someone's in a situation where they say, my monitor heater was great, I liked kerosene, but now that I have to replace it, what are my alternatives? What options do they have?
A few options there as well. You could, if you're around natural gas, that you have natural gas in your home already, or if you wanted to install propane, you could go with an Empire heater. Very efficient. They're like 92% plus efficiency. Very similar venting configuration to the monitor heater. The only difference would be it would run on propane or natural gas. You would no longer need the tank outside your home and the kerosene. You would have a propane tank, or you'd be hooked up to a natural gas line, running into the home. There's also the option of you could go with like a mini split system. We installed the Mitsubishi brand mini split systems, and there's a heat pump, and very super efficient, runs on electricity. And you also then have a air conditioning system as well. So you're installing the heat pump, plus you get the air conditioning with it. So that's another option that you didn't have before if you go with, say, a Toyo stove or an Empire heater.
That's fantastic. And just to clarify there, so basically there's 4 fuel options, I guess. You can stick with kerosene, and if so, then it's a Toyo stove. You can go with propane or natural gas, and then you're looking at an option of an Empire heater. Or if you want to eliminate those types of fuel sources and switch to electric, then you're looking at a heat pump, and specifically a Mitsubishi split unit, with the added benefit of having air conditioning as part of that.
Correct. Yeah, that's a pretty good summary.
Awesome, awesome. So now let's talk about, you know, where you service, where you're able to help people out, and how people can get a hold of you.
Sure. We cover about a 50-mile radius of Lehigh, Pennsylvania. We have 2 locations. We're located in Lehigh, Pennsylvania, and also Effort, Pennsylvania. We cover 5 counties: Lehigh County, Northampton County, Monroe County, Schuylkill County, and Carbon County. We cover approximately 212 zip codes, and you know, if for some reason we weren't you know, sure if you serviced our area, you could give us a call. That number is 610-377-1098. Or you can go on our website, www.rfohl.com, and you'll find links to Twitter and Facebook. We are active on those as well. If you wish to use those to contact us, you can email us. The email is info@rfohl.com. You can actually stop in and see us. Like I mentioned, the 2 physical locations we have: 400 Interchange Road, Lehigh, PA, and also 2625 Route 115, Effort, PA. You can stop in there as well, and you know, talk face to face with someone and schedule an appointment. Or you know, if you'd like us to come out, we offer free estimates and take a look at what you have going on and make some recommendations based on what you tell us. But I'm not sure if I missed anything as far as communication, but you know, we try to make it really super easy and convenient for anybody to get a hold of us.
Yeah, no, that's great. Some of the links are in the description below this video. The addresses are there as well, the phone number also. So if you missed that, you can just grab it from the you know, the text underneath the video. And another thing too is you have these units on display in the showroom, right? So people can come in and actually see what it would look like.
Correct. Yeah, if you'd like to see what Toyo stove, Mitsubishi mini split system, or Empire heater looks like, we do have them on display.
Cool. And one last question: what's a typical turnaround time if somebody has a broken monitor heater and they have to make one of these changes? How quick can they be back up and running?
Well, again, it depends on the time of the year, and you know, how cold it is and the demand. You know, right now we're definitely out replacing existing monitor heaters, so the more the demand is, the more it increases. You know, a typical turnaround time right now, depending on the cold snaps, is, you know, usually 10 days to 2 weeks for, you know, between estimate, placing the order, and installation.
Okay, so that's something that if people do have monitor heaters, they might want to consider having you guys come out and take a look at it before they run into an emergency situation.
Yeah, even if you have a monitor heater and it's working perfectly fine and you'd like to explore your options, you know, we're fine coming out and doing a free estimate for you and then letting you know what your options are, because it's, you know, it's kind of like having a car that you found out they're no longer going to make the front tires for it anymore. It's, you know, you have so long to go before it breaks down or something happens eventually, but along the road you may hit a nail, and now what? You're trapped, you know, with a flat tire. So kind of the same situation. Is the monitor may be working perfectly fine, but remember, one little $2 part goes bad, you can't get any parts for the monitor heater anymore. So best to start thinking about a replacement, even if you're not going to do it this year. You should definitely be thinking about it and getting your options.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, Steve. Well, thanks for sharing that news with us. I'm sure the people that have monitor heaters found this video very helpful, and we'll be talking again soon. So thanks.
Thank you.
All right, take care.